Have you ever wondered if humans are just like computers, processing information, sending signals, and running programs? What if our brains were no different from the circuits in a machine? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world where humans and intelligent machines intersect, exploring the concept of humans as information processing machines. Let's get started. To understand why humans are often compared to information processing machines, let's rewind to the mid-20th century. This idea took root during the golden age of cybernetics and information theory, thanks to pioneers like Norbert Wiener and Claude Shannon. They proposed that both biological and artificial systems could be understood through a unified theory of communication and control, suggesting that our brains might function similarly to machines. For example, think about how your brain processes the sight of a red light when you're driving. It quickly interprets the information, red means stop, and sends a signal to your foot to hit the brake. In a way, this is not so different from how a self-driving car processes the same information using sensors and algorithms. This concept gained even more traction during the Macy conferences from 1943 to 1954. These conferences gathered leading thinkers and established a new paradigm. Humans, much like computers, are primarily information processors. The most radical idea here was that information could be separated from its physical form. In simple terms, it suggested that our thoughts, emotions, and even consciousness could potentially be transferred to a machine. A fitting example would be digital music. When you listen to a song on Spotify, what you hear isn't the original live performance, but a digital reproduction of information stored as binary code. If our consciousness is merely information, could it also be uploaded into a computer? Moving forward, this idea was further explored through the Turing test and the Moravec test. The Turing test, designed by Alan Turing, evaluates whether a machine's behavior is indistinguishable from a human's. Meanwhile, the Moravec test takes it a step further, imagining a future where human consciousness could be downloaded into a computer. These tests emphasize the notion that intelligence might just be a matter of processing symbols, whether by a human brain or a silicon chip. Now that we've explored the historical development of this concept, let's shift our focus to its core ideas and the profound implications they hold for our understanding of intelligence and identity. One of the most intriguing aspects of this theory is the idea that information is a pattern, not a presence. Rather than being something tangible, information is the arrangement of signals or codes. This abstraction allows for the idea of disembodied intelligence, where the self could theoretically exist independently of the body. For instance, think of a PDF document. Whether it's displayed on your phone, tablet, or laptop, the information remains the same. The medium changes, but the message does not. Could human consciousness work the same way, existing independently of our biological forms? But this perspective also leads us to a deeper question about the nature of the self. The concept of feedback loops, a cornerstone of cybernetics, suggests that our sense of identity isn't as fixed as we might think. Information can flow both within an individual and between the individual and their environment, challenging traditional notions of who we are. For example, consider how social media influences our thoughts. Your brain processes external information, likes, comments, and shares, and this feedback can actually change your behavior and self-perception. The boundary between you and the digital world becomes blurred, and this brings us naturally to the post-human vision, a future where the line between humans and machines could vanish entirely. According to this view, distinctions between biological and artificial life might dissolve, possibly leading to post-biological entities. Movies like The Matrix and Ghost in the Shell offer a glimpse into this world, showing characters whose consciousness can live within digital realms. And in real life, brain-computer interfaces are already starting to make this blend of human and machine a reality. However, not everyone is on board with this concept. Critics like N. Catherine Hales argue that reducing humans to mere information processors overlooks the essential role of our physical, embodied experience. If you've ever felt the warmth of the sun on your skin or the comfort of a loved one's hug, you know that human experiences are deeply tied to our physical bodies. Machines, no matter how advanced, might never replicate this fully. This debate extends to broader theories like the computational universe, which suggests that the entire cosmos might function like a giant computer, with humans as programs within it. The simulation theory, popularized by tech figures like Elon Musk, is a modern echo of this idea, proposing that our reality might just be a highly advanced computer simulation. And, as technology advances, algorithms are increasingly influencing our lives, leading to the concept of algorithmic life. This term describes how algorithms not only respond to our choices, but also shape our behaviors and decisions, subtly guiding our everyday experiences. Think of how Netflix recommends what to watch next, or how social media feeds show you personalized content. These algorithms are more than just passive tools. They actively shape your reality. While these ideas are captivating, it's crucial to recognize the challenges and explore alternative perspectives. One such perspective is embodied virtuality, which aims to merge digital simulations with the physical realities of human experience. Instead of replacing our embodied awareness, technology could enhance it. Virtual reality, VR. Technology is a prime example. Rather than just displaying information on a screen, VR engages your senses, offering a more immersive and embodied experience. Moreover, the concept of functionality and materiality reminds us that our interactions with technology are not just mental but also physical. When using virtual reality or augmented reality, our sensory motor systems adapt to digital environments, demonstrating a two-way relationship between human and machine. For instance, when you play a VR game, your body learns to navigate and interact with a virtual space. This reciprocal interaction shows how technology shapes us just as much as we shape it. Another critical aspect to consider is the importance of context. While the information processing model offers valuable insights, it risks oversimplifying the complexity of human experience if we ignore the embodied and contextual nature of information. Take humor as an example. A joke that makes sense in one culture might not translate well to another. Information, the joke, only makes sense when understood within its specific social and cultural context. And finally, we must be cautious about the limits of information processing. While the computational universe theory is thought-provoking, it is essential not to overextend the analogy between human minds and machines. Despite the rise of intelligent technologies, the embodied nature of human existence remains vital. While AI can write essays, generate art, and even hold conversations, it does not feel joy, sadness, or love. It processes data, but does not truly experience the world as we do. The idea of humans as information processing machines challenges us to rethink intelligence, consciousness, and what it means to be human. It bridges the gap between biological and artificial intelligence, offering both exciting possibilities and significant ethical questions. As we move into an increasingly digital future, balancing the benefits of technology with the irreplaceable value of our embodied experiences is more important than ever. What do you think? Are we really just biological computers, or is there more to being human? Drop your thoughts in the comments.